Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about how to supercharge your manifestations. And we're going to use these two words, electromagnetism. Now that's one word, but I'm going to break it apart and make it two. Electric, magnetic. Okay, put those two together, we have electromagnetism. So our thoughts are electric and our emotions are magnetic. So our emotions supercharge our thoughts. So if you're just kind of ho-hum going about, your thoughts and your positive affirmations and things like that, I mean, you probably just ho-hum probably attract it to you. But if you power pack it with emotion, you are going to supercharge your thoughts, your desires, your positive affirmations. Now, let me give you an example. I want you to think about people who have like this Hall of Fame career. Let me give you a few names. Mike Krzyzewski from Duke Blue Devils. He has like, 5 or 6 national college titles, and I don't know, the winningest coach in history with like 11 or 1,200 victories. Did you ever watch him on the sideline? Did you ever watch him take his jacket and slam it to the floor? Did you ever watch him get in the face of his players and just really was emotional on that court? Did you see that guy? Let me give you another one. How about Dale Earnhardt in NASCAR? He has 7 national championships, 7 cup titles, and his nickname was the Intimidator. When drivers look in the mirror and see the car, the black car coming up on them, they would be like, oh gosh, I know this guy's gonna move me out of the way. Because he was very emotional about winning. He was one guy outside the car, but he was a different guy inside the car. Same thing with Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch has all these victories and a couple of championships, a Hall of Fame career in the making for sure. And he's the same way. He's very emotional. When he doesn't win, he gets out of the car and he's ready to fight, or he's very emotional. He doesn't always say the right things. And let's see, who else? Michael Jordan. Think about Michael Jordan. He's got, 6 or 7 NBA titles. And if you watch that documentary on ESPN about Michael Jordan's career, behind the scenes, he was nasty. His players, he pushed every single one of his players to be more. He was very emotional about it. So I started to connect the dots with all this, thinking to myself, wow, I need to try this. I need to supercharge my desires and positive affirmations and the things that I want, my thoughts. I don't know why I did it in the shower, but I just, started to pound my fist in the shower saying, I want a car. I need a new car. I want a new car, and blah blah blah. This, that, and the other. Whatever. You just roll with positive statements, but you're making waves in the atmosphere. You're making waves in the electromagnetic field of creation, right? Well, I was looking for a car on the internet. I found a used BMW, went to the dealership. For whatever reason, the numbers didn't work out. And then, when I was trading in a car and so on. And so I said, I had my daughter with me. So I said, well, let's just ride down the road and we'll think about this and see what else is going on. Well, we just rode down the road a mile and there was not a BMW, but a Volkswagen dealership. So I said, well, let's just pull in here and just see what's going on here. Pull in there, there's brand new Volkswagen Jettas, Passats, all these really cool looking cars, and all this modern, new technology. Go inside, start running the numbers. I won't go into all the details, but long story short, I ended up driving off that lot that day with a brand spanking new car that I did not set out for. I went to get the used car. And so my point is, law of attraction led me to what it had in store for me based on me magnetizing my desires, my thoughts, electromagnetism at its finest right there. One day I was sitting in my office, a couple weeks later, and I was looking out the window. There was a brand new car sitting in my driveway. It's the one I drove home. And I thought to myself, holy shit, that's proof. That's all we want, folks, is when we are creative beings, and we use our focus to focus on that which we desire, and then when it comes into our life, when it reveals itself to us, that's proof. You start to build this confidence, like that worked, and now you start becoming more and more like really, really confident. I'm going to say invincible. I don't know if that's the word, but really, really powerful, creative being. all right, because you continue to see proof show up. Same thing with relationships. It could be a job, it can be anything, but whatever that time for creation is for you, get emotional. Slam your jacket to the floor. You don't have to kick the dog or do all this in front of people. Find some private time, but get emotional. Maybe you yell it out. Maybe you slap your fist in your hand like I did. But I'm guaranteeing you that you're going to get a result, a very fast result, a very fast result. So this video is all about electromagnetism. Thoughts become things. We've talked about this. Supercharge those thoughts with emotion, desire, passion, and watch how fast these things come into your life, reveal themselves to you. So that's what I have for you today in this video. If you would, please like, subscribe, comment. I'd be happy to respond to any questions that you might have. And I just got a lot from this video. I feel rejuvenated just from sharing this. As you know, I receive so much when I share with you. So yeah, so I appreciate your support, and more videos coming. Thank you.